game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Michigan State's offense is on the field for the first time today. When the Spartans and Wolverines tangled last year, Michigan came out on top by a touchdown, 24-17. Neither team really had vintage seasons, but for the Wolverines, beating both of their rivals had to alleviate some of the disappointment.
It certainly did. And I think anytime they're playing a rivalry game, it really comes down to the mistakes and not turning the football over. That was the difference in the game last year. Sparty turned it over once. Michigan did not. Colson Loveland had a big game at tight end for the Wolverines. I think in this game, David, who takes care of the football the best? I think that determines who wins.
Yeah, and Michigan State had almost 100 yards more of offense, so they moved the football, but you're right. It's those critical mistakes. And Michigan, last year, very successful against their rivals. Can they continue that trend?
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Spartans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Find some fresh air. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
So the Michigan Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield. It's McCray. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit, though.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Spartans are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And off from the shotgun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the...
There he goes! He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On third and short, the power run here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The Spartans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fakes the grab.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. No good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Handoff to the lone back. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10. They'll give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Caught behind the line. It's Klein. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I'll tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man. Turning on the Jets. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. On the run, it's Haynes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage at 3 and just get points before halftime. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the 2nd half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's not...
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Underwood. It's complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That's caught. It's Simpson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Grab behind the line. It's McCray. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to throw, it's Child. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's McCray. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. It's a seam wide open. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Fly sweep coming. Creates a little space. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the first down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Offense breaks the huddle on third down. To the air, it's Childs. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Sparty has stretched out this lead, guys, and they can almost taste showing off that Paul Bunyan trophy.
And imagine the Spartan fans right now just going bananas. Go green, go white. Talking about Michigan all year long. They win so many games. Poor old Michigan State. And what are they doing? Taking care of business.
Yeah, no doubt. They're the school here in state that's usually playing with a chip on their shoulder. They don't recruit as well as Michigan. Michigan's had more success in conference play in recent years, but Michigan State showed up. They look like the big brother in this game.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Haynes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. From the gun, the ground game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We've worked on this all week. You know you're going for it.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's the throwback fullback picking up the first down. Great effort on 4th, surging ahead to keep his offense on the field.
Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, a lot of space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And he'll be brought down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Frazier. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the draw. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. If you have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He wants to change this route. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Klein. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. On a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Simpson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's McCulley. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Looking left. Touchdown, Michigan! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So in this one, it's little brother playing like big brother and flexing their muscles as Michigan State will take the Paul Bunyan Trophy back to the banks of the Red Cedar. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.